From the Dogfish Head Brewery, Sam Calagione.
It's been a long, strange, but wonderful trip.
From the Boston Beer Company, Jim Cook. Welcome back to the Friday Beer Buzz, Jim.
Well, it's nice to be back.
Here normally from Aberdeenshire in Scotland. From Brewdog, we have James Watt and Martin Dickey. Welcome to the show, guys.
Biggest mission today is just to make other people passionate about your state's craft beers as we are.
And now, the three-time winner of the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters Excellence in Broadcasting Award, the recipient of 2 Pennsylvania Associated Press Broadcasters Association Awards for Excellence, promoting and advancing the craft and microbrew culture in Northeast PA. This is another edition of
The Friday Beer Buzz! The Friday Beer Buzz, powered by Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar in Exeter. Sabatini's, the area's greatest selection of rare, craft, and imported beers, growlers and crowlers. 37 rotating drafts at Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar, Wyoming Avenue in Exeter. Lindo Sabatini, always coming in at just the right moment with all our punny jokes.
That was a phenomenal amount of enthusiasm.
Right. Anyway, it's good to have you and
It's
a nice
great to be here.
Nice weekend in store.
I guess it'll be good.
It'll be good, and there's football, and it's going to be like people buying pizza and beer at Sabatini's.
I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead a little bit just to tease this. Are we about to drink a gingerbread man here? Because I feel like that, and don't.
I feel so in the spirit, and it smells very
yes, no?
nutmeggy, but
okay, he's not going to share. But the featured beer smells like something I just want to eat.
It's delicious. All right, let's get to
It does smell like a dessert.
Bill from mybeerbuzz.com with all the beer news. Hi, Bill.
Hey, happy Friday, and I want you guys to know up front that our beer today is really, really good, but it's hard to keep it lit.
It is very, very delicious smelling. I mean, literally salivating smelling this beer. We're going to get to that soon, but it's so good.
We will. And today's Beer Buzz is a curveball because Jason brought up a great topic on Facebook last weekend, and I thought, we have not discussed this in a long time, and it's a good time to discuss it. Jason posted an apple beer, and Jason, correct me if I'm wrong here, you were kind of feeling odd about liking it. Yeah?
No, it was more like, I don't know if I like this or hate it type thing. And by the way, when you say an apple beer, it's not like an I beer. It was Busch Light Apple. And it's funny, people who knew it were hilarious. They thought it was hilarious that I was even trying this. People were like, "Well, it looks good." It's not a cider. It's just it honestly. You know what it tastes like? It tasted like someone took the flavoring they put into candy apple flavor and just poured it into a beer.
Oh.
So, and that, I'm guessing it's not far
Listen,
off.
I'm going to defend it.
It's not horrible.
It's not terrible. Busch Light Apple is it's got its purpose.
Right. It's not horrible.
It's inexpensive.
Very inexpensive.
It's more expensive than regular Busch, but it's we sell quite a bit of Busch Light Apple when we're able to get it. It comes once and then it's gone.
Right.
Yeah, you have.
So there's obviously a market for it.
I don't know why they come out with it in the beginning of the summer. It'd be nice to have it
like
now, apple season. I don't know.
So this is what we've preached this from the very first show, and we've always said, drink what you love what you drink. We're not telling you that craft beer is the only way to go and it's the only thing you should have. And I always tell people, don't listen to anything that I say or anybody else online that is reviewing beer says about beer. Go try it for yourself. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anyone else. Go try it for yourself. My fear is that someone may miss out on what we jokingly call their soulmate beer because somebody, and I'll leave out adjectives here, somebody online said this beer is terrible. Try it for yourself. And so that triggered that when Jason was mentioning that beer online last week, that, don't let anyone else tell you what to drink. We'll come out and suggest and say, hey, this is a really good beer. We like it.
Right.
Try it for yourself. See what you love.
Right.
Yeah,
so that's my soapbox beer buzz for the week.
I appreciate that. Like, and I didn't love it, didn't hate it. I might have it again, but if I didn't, I'd be okay with that. Like, it's worth trying. It's a good conversation starter, obviously.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, and it's something that I have a significant fear that people will miss out on a beer because somebody says something about it. Try it for yourself. Nobody knows what the best pizza is or the best beer is. Well, actually, Stabs is the best pizza, but nobody knows what the best beer is. So try it for yourself. We do have some beer news today. Our first tidbit comes from Dogfish Head in Miami, and they're coming out with a really interesting beer for this time of year. It's called Frolic and Sauce, and it's a Meersen. It's an Oktoberfest-style beer, and to put their Dogfish Head curve on it, they have aged it in Dogfish Head Distilling spirits barrels. And many people don't know, Dogfish Head, in addition to doing beer, they also do spirits. And this beer will hit 6.8% ABV and 16 ounce. And one quick little bit of news here while we're on that. I don't know if you saw in social media that Breaker Brewing now has a still. So expect spirits to be coming from Breaker Brewing Company. Watch for that.
Okay.
Stone Brewing out of Escondido, California, is coming up with a new one-batch dispatch beer called You Had Me at Churro, and that will be a flavored Maibach, a great name. They always come up with the greatest names. And one last little bit of news, our final piece today. Firestone Walker is teaming up with Side Project to brew a beer called 2022 Let It Loose. And this beer will be a wheated bourbon barrel-aged imperial stout with toasted cashews, vanilla beans, and sea salt. That bad boy will hit 11.2% ABV, 40 IBUs, and it will be packaged in a limited run of 250 cases of 12-ounce bottles. That is our breaking beer news of the day. As always, for more details, you can go to mybeerbuzz.com.
Awesome.
And by the way, that first beer was from Dogfish Head, not what I thought I heard, which was Dr. Shed.
Dogfish Head. All right. So this beer that we have right now, we talked about how delicious it smells.
Yeah.
It's also very creamy. And look at like the, I don't know if the head on your beer is the same. It seems like a really creamy kind of, this is a desserty.
It's a really interesting beer. It comes to us from Left Hand Brewing Company. This is their pumpkin spice latte on nitro.
Oh, wow.
So the fact that it's nitrogenated, that gives you that creamy mouthfeel, that creamy texture, because it doesn't have the regular amount of carbonation. And once you crack that can, it almost sounds like it's boiling when you first crack the can,
right?
Because it's with the pressure change, it releases the nitrogen into the beer. And gives you that simulated nitro pour, like when you're in the Irish pub and you see them pouring the Guinness, and it gives you that cascading thing. That Left Hand has figured out how to do that in a can, and they've been doing it with their regular milk stout nitro. And they have a lot of other nitrogenated beers that they release in the can, but this one for this season, it just smells like.
This is one of my favorite ones that we've
Yeah.
tried. This really is up there.
And this is a weird critique, and I have a question for you. I expected it to be like a thicker, fuller beer. It's a...
What you mean like as far as being big and heavy?
Is viscosity used in beer?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I thought it would be, based off the smell.
Yeah, no, this beer, my friend Gene and I had this for the first time with him, and it's just a really nice, easy beer. And when we were trying to figure out what to do for the show today, I wanted to share this with people because it's just.
This is fabulous.
If you don't like beer, this is a beer that you can like. I mean,
Right.
unless you absolutely hate pumpkin pie spice.
Right.
But it's
Perfect.
This is a perfect pumpkin beer for this time of year. And Left Hand actually invented the widget, the nitro widget, the nitro charging system that they use in these cans in 2017. They were the first outside of the Guinness to do it in Ireland. They were the first production run of a U.S. made widget in America. And we should talk about nitro because this beer has a double whammy going on. They have put oats in it, which softens the mouthfeel, and then they've used nitro. And nitro imparts smaller bubbles, so it has that softer mouthfeel, but it also enhances the flavors. Mm-hmm. And in this beer, you've obviously got the pumpkin, but you've also got cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice, and they use Ozo's Ursa Major coffee on board. So there's coffee in this as well, and lactose. So the beer should be sort of rich and creamy and soft in the mouthfeel, and I think that's what people go for when they go for this beer is the mouthfeel as much as the flavor.
It's good. Yeah, Jason, lactose. Be careful over there.
No, let me school Nancy on this. When they say lactose in beer, this is not the same as the dairy lactose. It's the things that make my belly go, ooh.
Okay, I don't want to. I thought that when he said lactose, you looked a little concerned. That's why.
No, in all honesty, I don't know. It's hard to find this. I've looked this up for things like the twisted teas. My wife doesn't doesn't drink caffeine at all. It's hard to find out if there's still caffeine in there or not.
Right.
Because she would love this, and I don't know. And it's.
I mean, I don't have a definite answer of
Yeah,
what the
that's
caffeine
just-
content would be, but I would think that most of it wouldn't be there anymore. But I don't know.
I've asked this, and it's amazing because I know you know. Linda knows everything about a beer. This is like the weirdest question that's hard to find.
When I get a question like that, my answer normally is, I don't know, I just drink it.
That's a great answer, but I have to live with her.
What's your favorite beer? The one in my hand.
Right. There's a lot
Did
of
you
favorites.
mention the name of the beer?
Yes.
I'm not sure we mentioned the name of the beer.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
oh,
Yes,
yeah.
pumpkin spice latte on Nitro.
From Left Hand Brewing
From
Company.
Yeah, we got
From
the whole
Left Hand
thing out
Brewing.
there. So while were
Started
you
in
paying attention, Bill? What's going
1993.
on? I'm kidding. Keep going.
I got the cutting in and out thing going on again
It's all
today.
good.
That's a likely excuse,
Yeah,
Bill.
come in the studio with us. You won't have that problem. Yeah.
Left Hand was started by Dick Dorr and Eric Wallace. They were college buddies. And as Dick Dorr put it, he got a home brewing kit
Wait a
as a
minute.
gift.
Wait a
and it
minute.
was downhill
Dick
from there.
What's his name?
Dick Dorr, D-O-O-R-E.
What a... Can you imagine going through grade school with that guy?
Oh, I know. And the brewery is actually named after a Indian chief, Niwat, which translates to left-handed. And he was an Arapaho Indian who wintered his tribe in the Boulder, Colorado Valley area. And he was the guy that was actually there greeting when they came out during the gold rush. When people came out looking for gold, this chief was out there greeting people. And so that's what they named their brewery after.
Was he friends with Dick Dorr?
Now, if your name was Dick Dorr, wouldn't you just say Richard? Well,
No.
too much silliness here, folks.
And there's, by the way, there is a joke in there with this left-hand beer, like, left hand was a left hand.
No. Don't go there.
No, it's like if you drink it, it's like drinking a whole other beer with a different person. Or something. Does that make sense?
No, I didn't get it.
Someone get in. I'm tiptoeing.
I thought he was going to Mr. Dorr at that time, so. Okay.
Another interesting and funny thing is that their logo, their original logo that they created, would not fit on the bottle caps. And in an urgent message from their print shop, they said, your logo isn't going to fit on the bottle caps. They had to make up a logo back in 1993, and that's the logo they've stuck with. That red left hand is the logo that they have stuck with, and it was not a planned logo.
I want to say it looks exactly like the Andre the Giant hand logo that's on shirts everywhere, the big giant red hand. It's everywhere.
This is cool. This isn't a can. This is a big orange can, just like, with the big red hand on the top if you're looking for it. But, Lindo, if they come looking for it, obviously Sabatini's has it.
Oh, yeah.
You got this. This is fabulous. We all like this a lot.
Oh, this is a definite...
We all like this a latte. Today's beer is Left Hand Brewing Company Pumpkin Spice Latte on Nitro. So this is fabulous. Bill.
Hey, wait, I got one.
What?
Hey, if Dick Dorr's listening, Mr. Dorr, we can't knock it. No, I shouldn't
You guys,
stop.
that was totally gratuitous.
Have a good
That was so
Saturday
fake.
and a good pun day.
Oh, we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, have a good weekend.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Bill.
Lindo, I'm sure
So many things I can't say.
bad jokes. It's a bad joke Friday. You came in for every one of them.
People are going to think that when you were doing all those weed references, they're going to think you guys are smoking.
I know, right? It was completely sober, folks, in every way, shape, or form. Lindo, obviously, great pizza, great everything else that you make there.
Nice beer.
In addition
Got it
to
all.
great beer. Just stop by Sabatini's. It's Pumpkin Spice Latte Nitro. It's the beer today. Have a great weekend, Lindo.
You too.
We'll talk to you next week. All right, it is the Friday Beer Buzz, and as always, the Friday Beer Buzz is brought to you by Sabatini's Pizza and Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar in Exeter. Sabatini's, the area's greatest selection of rare craft and imported beers. Growlers and Crowlers and 37 rotating drafts. Sabatini's Pizza, Sabatini's Bottle Shop and Bar, Wyoming Avenue in Exeter. The Friday Beer Buzz, bringing good beers and good people together.